We're dealing with arc measure for this one. So once again, vocabulary is really important as we deal with this. So do you remember what this one's called? This kind of angle, the STU angle? Well, that is a central angle. All right, and we would just go ahead and use the information from the problem and any formulas that we might need and apply them. All right, in this circle T, defined by the letter in the middle, with measure of STU, this measure right here is 124 degrees. Funny how sometimes they have the measure with the degree or without the degree. That's fine. Find the angle measure. So they're asking us to find the angle measure of the minor arc SU. All right, so there's a minor and major arc. Minor is the small one. So this arc right here is the minor. And then going on the outside of it, going the other way, the big one, that's the major. And these are arcs. Arcs. All right. So this one is not too bad. For a lot of these, it's either the same, or it's a multiply by 2, or it's a divide by 2. So in this case, what does this look like? So this arc right here and this arc right here is what they're talking about. All right. So this one is the same. So the central arc, the central angle is going to be equal to the minor arc. All right, so these two are equal. Nothing strange going on here. So that's exactly how we would normally define an angle or an arc. Those are equal, okay, for this one. Measure of minor arc SU. Yep, same. 124. All right. And degree measure of arc is equal to the central arcs that intercept the arc. And intercept just means they have that same point at the end. That's one thing that we want to keep reminding ourselves about. Let's look at a new one. All right. So like I said, it's either a multiply by 2 or a divide by 2. In this circle N with measure of angle MQP, this measure right here is equal to 23. Find the angle measure of the minor arc MP. All right, so that's a 23. Sorry, it's not very good, 23. All right. So what do you think? Do you think this is a multiply by 2 or a divide by 2? Does this arc look twice as big or twice as small as this one right here? All right, so this is, do you remember what this kind of angle is, or what this kind of arc is called right here? This kind of arc is called inscribed. So this is an inscribed angle. I think I said arc. I'm messing up with the angles and arcs. Not too bad. It's getting the vocabulary. So the inscribed angle right here is going to be equal to 1/2. So this one is half of this minor arc, of the minor arc that's formed by it. Okay, so notice this angle forms this arc right here. So this minor arc would be twice as big as this one, or this angle is half the size of this one. So you're either multiplying by 2 or dividing by 2 for most of these style of problems. So let's just plug everything in. So the inscribed angle is 23, is equal to 1/2 of the minor arc, MP. So they say little m of MP arc right there. All right, so we're solving for this. We just want to, I'll go ahead and simplify the way I think would be easiest for you. A fraction times a number. The number goes to the top. So the minor arc of big MP over 2. How do we get the minor arc of big MP by itself? Multiply by 2. The opposite of divide by 2 is to multiply. Do that to both sides. And I get 46 is equal to the measure or the minor, the minor arc of MP. All right. And notice this one is 46. I just like to keep kind of comparing because that verifies that we've done it correctly. This one does look bigger than this one here. I got 46. So all of these are going to be very similar. You're either dividing by 2, multiplying by 2, or it'll be equal. Like if it's just asking the central, those are the easy questions. Degree measure of arc is equal to twice the inscribed angle that intercepts the arc. Okay. So, all right. So they just have it kind of reversed in the way they have the formula. Either one works, multiplying it by that or dividing by 2. Let's take a look at the next one. All right. Well, let's just dive in. Circle T with measure SVU. SVU. So this SVU is 56 degrees. Find the angle of measure of the minor arc SU. So they're looking at the minor arc again. So do you remember, would we multiply by 2 or would we divide by 2 on this one? All right. So to me, it's a little bit easier visually than it is to kind of write out the formula. So let's just go ahead and the measure of angle SVU is going to be equal to, this measure right here is equal to, that would be half of this arc right here. So that arc is arc SU. Okay, minor arc SU. All right, so 56 is equal to 1/2 of the SU arc. And we already got the trick down, right? So it's a multiply by 2. That's what I did last time. So how do I get rid of a divide by 2? I multiply by 2, do that to both sides. So that's 112 is equal to our SU arc. Okay, so notice 1, 1, 2. Notice this one looks bigger than this one here. That's kind of a good strategy to approach these with. You're either dividing by 2 or multiplying by 2 for these. And if it's just that central angle, then that's kind of the easy one. All right, central angle. So do you remember, if this is 82, what's this one going to be? All right, so it looks like most of them are very similar to these. Just keep up the practice and get used to kind of the vocabulary with these.